Hey guys, SuperHorrorBro Mike here, and in today's video we take a look at a selection of the most exciting and enticing new horror games scheduled to creep their way into our homes in 2021. For this particular list, I have compiled a wide variety of horror games from indie studios all the way up to AAA mega budget titles. While this video won't cover every single horror game for the upcoming year, it should give you a good idea of what to expect and contains my personal favourites. So sit back, relax, and let us see what 2021 has in store for horror fans. The first two Outlast games carved a name for themselves on the horror scene with their extreme violence, gore, and terrifying environments and monster design. Although often referenced as two of the scariest modern horror games, the Outlast series has been absent for several years. Until now. Developer Red Barrels have revealed a new entry known as the Outlast Trials, which will be launching in 2021. And this time, gameplay is co-op focused. Playing alone or with up to 3 friends, this multiplayer take on the award-winning Outlast formula finds players trapped within a shady test facility during the Cold War era. The Outlast Trials will have us working together as a team to try and escape this twisted facility, promising the scariest and most intense Outlast story to date. You may be familiar with Dark Deception, a Pac-Man inspired horror game. It pits the player against brutal difficulty as they race to collect soul shards and escape the clutches of ravenous demons stalking a series of complex maze-like environments. Dark Deception has been releasing in episodes since 2018 and is scheduled to close out its mysterious story with the launch of both chapters 4 and 5 in 2021. Developer Glowstick Entertainment has promised these final chapters will be the biggest and most challenging yet, filled to the brim with new and increasingly bizarre monster designs. While the game doesn't take itself too seriously, with a B-movie tone and plenty of campy humour, it manages to stay scary thanks to its breathless pace and unrelenting challenge. A multiplayer game titled Dark Deception Monsters and Mortals also continues to evolve, and promises some exciting collaborations with other horror games throughout the year. Taking influence from the Silent Hill franchise, The Medium is the latest title from talented studio Blooper Team, creators of Layers of Fear and most recently 2019's Blair Witch adaptation. As the title suggests, this third-person horror adventure places us in the shoes of a medium, able to travel between the real world and the spirit world. Using the latest technology, Blooper Team has been able to show both realities on screen simultaneously, and this can be used to our advantage to evade enemies and solve puzzles. The environmental design looks truly haunting, and The Medium is a game rich in atmosphere with a strong focus on narrative. But perhaps the most enticing aspect of The Medium is its promise to bring the psychological horror gameplay of Silent Hill back for a new generation of players. Heck, original Silent Hill composer Akira Yamaoka is even lending a hand with the soundtrack. That's enough to get me on board alone. From Tango Gameworks, the developer behind The Evil Within, comes an electrifying and unique take on the horror genre in the shape of Ghostwire Tokyo. Leaning into action just as much as scares, Ghostwire Tokyo plays out from a first-person perspective to tell its story of a Tokyo city plagued by deadly supernatural forces. These demons and ghouls have caused the majority of the town's residents to straight up vanish, so things now fall to a paranormal investigator with an arsenal of spectral abilities to vanquish the threat and unravel the mysteries behind it. Ghostwire Tokyo is helmed by original Resident Evil director Shinji Mikami, and contains some genuinely unsettling and awesome looking ghost designs to populate the streets and buildings of its twisted alternate version of Tokyo, Japan. It's an exciting, fresh take on the genre that may end up being something very special for horror fans indeed. Evil Nun began life as a low-budget mobile title from developer FREDDY'S. It has come a long way since their original release, evolving into one of the most popular horror games on portable devices, and most recently spawning a full-blown sequel. For Evil Nun: The Broken Mask, FREDDY'S teamed up with fellow indie developer Glowstick Entertainment to redesign the game for a more mature audience. Inspired by games such as Outlast, this remake for PC promises hardcore violence, intense scares, and incredible visuals built within Unreal Engine 4. We play a kidnapped child desperately trying to escape a rundown schoolhouse where the titular evil nun stalks our every move. Hide-and-seek gameplay, plenty of challenging puzzles, and secrets galore promise to make this retelling of the classic mobile game a treat for those who enjoy the more outrageous side of the horror spectrum.
You will never disobey again.
Scorn has suffered a troubled development over the years, but finally the end is in sight for developer Ebb Software. Scorn is coming to next generation systems, Xbox Series and PC in 2021. One of the most striking and grotesque looking horror games on this rundown, Scorn borrows the visual style of famed artist H.R. Giger, a creator perhaps best known for his work on the movie Alien. This influence can be seen throughout the nightmarish environments, enemy, and weapon designs, all of which seem to be made from flesh and bone. The developers have made the very world itself feel like a living, breathing organism, and it's highly effective. Gameplay blends exploration, puzzle solving, and first-person action together to form a slow-paced adventure dripping in a rich, oppressive atmosphere. Ammo is limited, and in order to reach the end of Scorn's story, our avatar will literally have to upgrade his body itself. For better or worse, there's nothing else quite like Scorn coming in 2021. Bendy and the Dark Revival is another game with a strange development history. The original work on the game conducted in 2019 was scrapped, and it was later reworked, changing from an episodic release into a standalone game. Because of this, we haven't seen much from the highly anticipated follow-up to Bendy and the Ink Machine in quite some time, but nevertheless, this is a horror game hot on my radar. Dark Revival is planned to build off and improve every element of the original game, from the immaculate hand-drawn environments which bring the demon-infested cartoon world to life, to the quirky cast of characters and inventive monster designs. This sequel promises to be bigger, better, and scarier in every way. We play as Audrey, an inky denizen of Joey Drew's cartoon studio who seems to possess supernatural powers. Hopefully these powers can be put to good use while solving the mysteries of the studio, as the now iconic ink demon Bendy will be stalking us every step of the way. Evil Dead, the cult 80s horror comedy starring Bruce Campbell, has received several game adaptations over the years, with varying levels of quality. In 2021, Evil Dead the game from developer Saber Interactive promises to deliver an authentic and fun multiplayer take on creator Sam Raimi's insane universe. Taking on the roles of many iconic characters from both the movies and TV show Ash vs the Evil Dead, players can work together or against one another while trying to survive the demon-infested cabin in the woods. Plenty of memorable weapons including chainsaws and sawn-off shotguns will be on hand to assist us, and we are also told to expect multiple maps and a comprehensive upgrade system. Of course, Evil Dead the game will also feature some of the most memorable monsters from the series too. As a fan of the franchise, I personally can't wait to jump into this one. There have been many Five Nights at Freddy's games over the years, but none have been more ambitious or anticipated than the latest entry, Security Breach. For the first time in Five Nights history, it seems we will get to explore fully 3D environments rendered in glorious detail with the latest graphics technology. Security Breach moves away from the point-and-click gameplay of its predecessors and enclosed VR gameplay of developer Steelwall Studios' previous effort, FNAF Help Wanted, to place us in the shoes of a security guard exploring a pizzaplex where Fazbear's killer animatronics once again run rampant. Or at least that's what we're led to believe. As always, creator Scott Cawthon has kept the story and gameplay of his latest title well guarded. We'll have to wait until early 2021 to find out exactly what this new Five Nights title has in store. Whatever lies ahead, it's sure to be scary. Following on from the creepy cult classic of 2017, Little Nightmares 2 reunites us with Six, the girl in the yellow raincoat, as she joins forces with a new playable character known as Mono, a boy with a paper bag over his face. It seems the new game will be every bit as weird and wonderful as developer Tarsier Studios' previous work. The two terrified children will have to navigate through a slew of new and horrifying environments as they journey to the heart of the Pale City in a desperate attempt to stop the signal tower from transmitting a broadcast which distorts the very world around them. With a haunting art style, incredible animations, out-of-this-world creature designs, and a well-balanced blend of platforming, action, scares, and puzzle solving, this return to the sinister world of Little Nightmares is sure to be a treat for any horror fan. It wouldn't be a horror list without talking about the king of horror games itself, Resident Evil. The 8th mainline entry in the critically acclaimed Resident Evil franchise is dubbed Village, and continues the story of Ethan, a character first introduced to us in the 7th game. Series regular Chris Redfield makes an unexpected return too. He is shrouded by sinister motives and whisks Ethan away to a snowy, isolated village in the mountains where all manner of monsters lay in wait. This time it's not just zombies we need to be afraid of. Killer werewolves, witches, and crazed townfolk are all out to get us as we traverse beautifully detailed and super creepy locales. Resident Evil Village blends these ultra-realistic visuals with fairy tale-like cutscenes to unravel a mysterious backstory which brings closure to Ethan's troubled journey. And as a fan of the series, I couldn't be more excited to return to the world of Resident Evil in 2021. And with that, we've reached the end of today's video. I hope you did enjoy it, and remember, if you did, to leave a like, comment down below and let me know the most anticipated horror games that you're looking forward to in 2021, and of course subscribe to the channel for more horror related content if you did enjoy this video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one.